Hey friends, it's Katie. Over on our main channel video, I walked through the massive obstacles of mapping out our 4-month, 15,000-mile campervan trip to Alaska with our dog. A ton of you asked to actually see the back end of how I'm keeping our sanity together. And no, it's not a fancy travel app. I wish. That would probably be easier. Nope, it's a massive master Google Doc and a heavily detailed custom spreadsheet. I'm going to flip over to my laptop screen and show you exactly how it works so you can use the same setup for your next big adventure if you like. First, the Google Doc. This is our 66-page master itinerary where the vibes live. Actually, everything lives. I use this for all the heavy data tracking. It has our hikes, it has our activities throughout the day, every day. It has our excursion information, it has our lodging information, and it will be literally our itinerary for every day. It is currently digital, but I will absolutely make this into a binder and take with me. It also helps fuel the spreadsheet tabs. So let's take a look at those in order. Tab 1 is the master itinerary. This is a 30,000-foot view. It lists the date, our start location, our end location, and major milestones. It does not have in-the-weeds details here like the document does. This is just a clear day-by-day map, so we always know the big picture. Next is lodging. When you're living in a camper van and having to also go to hotels and short-term rentals and other places for 4 months, you need to know exactly where your rig is sleeping and where you're going to be sleeping, especially having a dog with you. This tracks all of that information. That flows into our reservations. This tracks what is actually booked, what I still need to book, confirmation numbers, addresses, things like that. It also lets me know if we still owe money on the actual reservation. This also includes our tours and things like that too. Anything that needs a reservation is on here. Tab 4 is our mileage. This is crucial for pacing. It tracks daily distances so we don't go 500 miles back to back, which would absolutely burn us out. On this as well is our maintenance. It shows us when we need to try to get an oil change. On a 15,000-mile trip like this, it's going to be brutal on a vehicle, especially the Alcan highway. It's going to be very rough. So this tracks all of that information. It also has our back roads. So if we want to get off of the main highways, it lets me know when we can possibly do that and which roads to take. Next, we have budget and cost estimates. Alaska is expensive. Road trips are expensive. This tracks our estimated cost versus our actual cost. This is like fuel, food, excursions, those types of things. Also dog expenses. So we're not surprised and we're not having any major financial things that were totally unexpected. Tab 7 is the restaurant ideas by region. I am a self-described dessert and ice cream lover, and we love local hidden gems, like the hole wall places, not just touristy. Actually, we try to avoid the touristy places. So instead of having to search while we're actually hungry and out of cell phone service, I like to try to have at least some ideas of what's available in the areas that we're going to be. On this type of a trip, though, we will be doing a lot of cooking in. Right next to food is the free time activities. These are the non-booked events, the cool hikes, the roadside pull-offs, unique Atlas Obscura spots that maybe didn't make it on the main itinerary, but are great if we have extra daylight or we have a rain day and need some activities to do. The next one is one of the most important tabs on all of this. It's the dog logistics and emergency vets. Maggie is an older dog, and her safety is our top priority. This tracks local pet policies, border crossing information, vet records needed, and it also has emergency vet clinics along our route, so we're not scrambling if we have an emergency. I try to pick these based on Google reviews. The next tab is our weather. Alaska conditions change fast. This tracks average temperatures, historic snow information, and even peak mosquito windows, so that way we know what's going on through each region. Not quite last. Next are the work tabs. This is our PTO plan alongside of our client scheduling. These go hand in hand because I am working remotely on the road. I need these to help coordinate my corporate hours, map out the Starlink connectivity zones, and seamlessly schedule my financial coaching clients around our heavy driving or tour days. I need to make sure this is a priority, and so I have a designated tab for this. And the next tab is the gear tab. This is kind of a fun tab. It's just a place for me to collect all the different things that I should pack or at least think about packing. Some of the things I own, things we need to buy, just some packing suggestions and how to prepare. Finally, the last 2 tabs are the to-do reminders and ideas. These are literally my brain dump tabs. If I think of something random at 2 in the morning or a video idea or whatever, it can go on here so it doesn't clutter up the actual plan. And that is the entire 14-tab system, including the Word document, keeping us on track across the 2 countries and over 15,000 miles. If you want a deeper look at how we are budgeting for this trip or some information on other things that we're planning, as well as following us on our journey that we leave for in June, please go ahead and click the playlist and subscribe here as well. And I will see you on the road to Alaska. Happy travels.